Your cat knocks something off the table, looks at you, and walks away. It feels rude. But what if the apology started right after that? Every cat owner knows this moment. You raise your voice. Your cat darts away. The room changes, and because there is no obvious sorry, it is easy to assume your cat does not care. But that may be the biggest mistake we make with cats. They do try to repair tension. They just do not do it with words. They do it with glances, touch, timing, and quiet return. And if you do not know what those signals look like, you can miss some of the most sincere things your cat ever does for you. And the heartbreaking part is this. Many cats do these things every day, but because the signals are so quiet, their owners never realize an act of repair just happened right in front of them. Signal 1. The slow blink. It often happens when the mood is still unsettled. Your cat looks at you, then slowly narrows their eyes and closes them for a beat. Not from sleep, not by accident, on purpose. In the feline world, a hard stare can feel tense. So when your cat breaks that moment with a slow blink, they are softening the scene. They are choosing calm over distance. That matters because they could leave, they could hide. Instead, they stay. A 2020 study found that cats were more likely to respond with slow blink behavior when humans slow blinked at them. And they were also more likely to approach after receiving that expression. So this is not just a cute habit. It appears to be part of a real positive exchange. If your cat does this after a rough moment, do not ignore it. Soften your face. Blink back. Sometimes repair begins with nothing more than shared calm. Signal 2. The headbutt. You are still a little annoyed, and then your cat comes back and presses their forehead into your hand. It feels affectionate, and it is. But after tension, it can also be reassurance. Cats have scent glands around the forehead, cheeks, and chin. When they bunt against you, they leave scent behind. They are making you familiar again. They are remarking the bond. That is why the timing matters. In a peaceful moment, a headbutt says love. After conflict, it can also say, "We are still okay. I am coming back to you." Cats do not explain themselves. They return, they touch, they reconnect. So when your cat comes back after a tense moment and leans into you, do not dismiss it. That small gesture may be their quiet way of restoring trust. And for an animal that protects itself through caution, coming back first is not a small thing. It is trust with a body attached to it. Signal 3. The toy at your feet. After the tension, you look down, and there it is. A crinkle ball, a mouse, a ribbon they clearly care about. Sometimes that means play. But sometimes, especially right after conflict, it feels like more than that. It feels like an offer. Cats do not have language for, "Let us reset this." What they do have are rituals. And play is one of the strongest shared rituals many cats have with their people. So when your cat brings you a toy in a heavy moment, they may be trying to move the relationship back toward something good, back toward connection, back toward familiarity. Not every toy drop is an apology, but some of them are clear attempts to reopen the door, so pause before you toss it aside. Acknowledge the gesture. Because your cat may not just be bringing you a toy, they may be bringing you a way back. In that sense, the toy is not always a request. Sometimes it is a peace offering dressed as play. Signal 4. When they groom you. Your cat hops up after a rough moment and starts licking your hand. Most people laugh and move on. But this behavior can carry real emotional weight. Among cats, social grooming is usually reserved for trusted relationships. It is tied to closeness, comfort, and peace. So when your cat starts grooming you after tension, they may be doing more than showing affection. They may be trying to soothe the moment. That is what makes it so moving. Your cat is not waiting for perfect conditions. They're trying to make things gentler with the tools they have: touch, routine, and closeness. If your cat does this, do not rush to interrupt it. Just let the moment settle. Sometimes that little lick is not random at all. Sometimes it is a small act of peace. It is your cat saying, in the softest possible way, "Let us not stay upset for long." Signal 5, the belly roll, and why you should read it carefully. Right after being scolded, your cat flops onto their side and shows you their stomach. Many owners think that means, "Rub my belly." Not always. The belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of a cat's body. So in a tense moment, showing it can be less about touch and more about exposure. It can be your cat saying, "I am not escalating this." This is where people often get it wrong. They reach in, get swatted, and assume the cat was being difficult. But the problem may be the translation, not the signal. So do not rush your hand in, stay calm, soften your posture. Respect the vulnerability without invading it. Sometimes being understood is exactly what your cat was asking for. Signal 6, the silent following. After something tense happens, your cat does not make a sound. They just start showing up near you. In the hallway, at the kitchen door, at the edge of the next room. Quietly, again and again. That signal is easy to miss because it is so subtle. But cats are very good at taking space when they want it. So when your cat chooses the opposite, when they stay near you without asking for food or attention, that is a decision. They are not forcing contact. They are not demanding forgiveness. They are simply refusing to let the connection break. And that feels strangely human because we do it too. Sometimes after conflict, we do not know what to say. So we stay nearby. We let presence speak first. Your cat may be doing exactly that. Not with drama, just with a quiet message. I am still here. No speech, no performance, just loyalty expressed through distance that keeps shrinking. So the next time your cat comes back, after a bad moment with a slow blink, or a headbutt, or a toy, or a few careful licks, or that vulnerable little belly roll, or the quiet decision to follow you from room to room, do not dismiss it. Maybe it is not apology in the human sense. Maybe it is something quieter, older, and more honest. Your cat choosing reconnection over retreat, again and again, in little moments, in ordinary rooms, in ways that only make sense once you finally know what you are looking at.